everybody, get on the bus. Get on the bus.
You know what? I steal these ideas. I don't just come up with them.
Hey.
Oh, burn!
Spoiler alert. Welcome to episode 156 of Thanks for Watching.
Hello.
Brought to you on this Monday, May 24th. Well, you'll get to hear it on the 25th. Woohoo! Hey, it's my niece's birthday on the 25th. Would you believe she's going to be 17?
I would believe that
Wait.
because I don't know this person. So yeah.
Wait, your younger niece?
My younger niece is going to be
God.
17.
I remember when she was on the inside, man.
I know. So do I, oddly enough. So happy birthday, Jessica.
Oh, you want to hear something weirder? My sister got online City Hall married last week.
No
Online
way.
City Hall. Yeah, that's cool. Any witnesses?
Yeah, my stepmom.
In the same room with them, or also online piped in?
No, in the same room.
That's
They
amazing.
live in the same house.
Okay.
And they said that it was just this close to having like a cat butt walk through
Oh my God.
I'm not
in front of the webcam.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, well, that would just be so fitting of your wedding. She's like, that's true. I definitely need a cat butt in our wedding.
For sure. That would
Sorry,
be awesome.
sorry that just made me think of
No, that's
that.
good.
Like, little turning 17, my little sister who's now 32 is married. What?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway,
Well, happy birthday. I'm DJ,
I'm Beth.
And I'm the sheriff,
the sheriff.
also known as
Ooh,
Joe.
Wah, wah, wah.
Thank you. That was great.
It was great. Oh, that
I
could
do
go
for
on the end of
you.
the show later. All right. Well, let's see. How was everybody's weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Oh, Beth, do you mind if I jump rank and go first since it's fresh on my brain?
Go to town.
I got together with some friends that I have not seen in person in 13 months. Hold on. February, March, April, May, June. Make that 15 months.
Woo.
So February of 2020 was the last time I saw this guy in person. He's my childhood buddy. And we got together and we played a live session of Dungeons and Dragons. Finally resumed our campaign after 15 long months.
Wow.
Yes. It was great.
Glorious.
It was so great. Nothing really happened, but it didn't matter because we were all hanging out.
Yeah, that's
And
That's
sometimes
what
that's the
matters.
way a session is.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of walking, not a lot of happening, but at least camaraderie.
well, yeah, like the DM, who's also a very good friend of mine, he was like, this is kind of like the thing we do when we hang out. Like, people hang out and watch a game or movie or play video games or whatever. He's like, I just view this as the thing we do when we hang out together.
Yeah.
Rather than maybe he was like, maybe we should say, no, we're getting together to do a session, but it's always, hey, let's hang out. Hey, let's roll some dice. So it's like, it was good. It was very, very good to do it again.
Nice. Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's really awesome. That's cool. 15 months.
Yeah,
hiatus.
I've seen the one friend more recent because he was going out, and we met up a couple times masked, but not like inside or able to like do things together.
Yeah.
Right.
And he did come by here once, but yeah, it was nice to go see the other friend and his family.
And were you all vaccinated? Were you
Everybody
all
except for I think like
whatever?
one or two of us, but it's the kids, so I don't think they need to be right yet, or they're offering it, but it's not as crucial.
Yeah, it's not as crucial. I think they'd be more worried about catching it than you getting it
Right.
from
So
them.
everybody who was in immediate contact, except for one person, was vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't care. He was like, "You guys are vaccinated. I'm not scared of you. You guys shouldn't be scared of me. Let's do this."
Oh yeah. Like depending on how many, that's herd immunity in the house. Kind of.
I don't want to say that it is and then have somebody write in and go, "There's no such thing." So
That's
Also,
true.
that's not how math
right,
works, but okay.
that's not how the maths work.
No.
Beth, you've been watching Taskmaster. You have to say maths now.
I know. I think about that every time I hear it. I'm like, ooh, I should start doing that. And then I go, no, I hate math too much.
I love how they say I'm not good at the maths.
the maths.
Not
yeah.
I'm not good at maths. It's
I just typed it into the chat that I'm crap with the math.
there you go.
But I didn't
you
put
did.
the
You
S.
messed it up. So hit the up arrow and put an S underneath that when you edit. Boom. You can fix it right now.
There.
Boom.
Are
Look
you
at that.
happy?
Yeah.
That's so cool that you can do
Jeez
that.
Louise.
That's
I'm
amazing.
still crap with math. With the
With
math.
the maths.
The maths.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Magical knoll, just what I needed.
How was your weekend, Beth? I'm sorry. I kind of.
Oh no, it's okay. I did get my second vaccine shot on Friday.
Yay!
And
One of us.
Then Egon fell in a hole on
One of us.
on Saturday.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So immediately to the emergency vet, where we found out, like I was telling the guys earlier, that he's busted out his other ACL and his other
Oh
knee.
man.
So just back to the whole adventure that we had just started in February.
Poor
or
dude.
Poor
whatever.
puppy. Yeah.
So he's a limpy guy, but
Is he in good spirits though?
always. Oh yeah, that guy. You can't rain on his
Can't bring him
parade.
down?
He
All
is.
No.
He is the funny girl of dogs.
Wow.
He just happy dude. Except that she wasn't always happy and funny girl.
Poor dude.
But she said you can't rain on my parade. So anyway, he's fine.
Okay.
Good.
He's just gonna need more therapy and another brace. It'll be great. He's like, I get more cheese. Fuck yeah. In the grand scheme of things, Egon gets more cheese, and therefore he will be thrilled.
There you go.
How was your weekend, DJ?
Yeah, it was uneventful. I mean, I just worked on schoolwork is really it.
Well, that's good.
I got stuck on one because in the middle of the class it says, "Oh, by the way, I need you to read chapter 8 in this book," and I'm like, "Well, I wish you'd told me that at the beginning of the class so I could have bought the book."
Oh,
Yeah, and so now I'm just stuck in that class waiting for this book. So I decided, well, if I'm waiting for a book to come in, I might as well start another class. And so I just started a new class. And that book that was required was actually a digital book, so I didn't have to wait for it to come in from the used bookstore. So crazy. I know, just nuts. But anyhow, that was it. That's my weekend. Nothing really spectacular. So
okay.
exactly.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Did get to
there
watch
you
some.
have it.
There I have it. There you have it. Exactly. I did watch a movie or two. Maybe.
What? No.
You?
Mm-hmm. Managed to do that.
That seems out of character.
A little bit. I know. I'm sorry, but some of us have to stray from character.
Who are you, and what have you done with our friend DJ?
Haha. But we will talk about Meg Ryan on our show, huh? What do you think?
That's true.
Yeah. And then I actually have a opening for next week that we'll talk about, and a trailer. I think maybe I have the trailer and the news. I don't know. Let's go. Why don't we go into news and see what I have written down?
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea. All right, here we go. Oh wow, yeah, we lost Charles Grodin.
What?
Wait,
86. Yeah. I know. Yeah, in the Beethoven films and
In so many
much-
things.
So many things, exactly.
One of my favorite movies he's in is The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin,
Oh,
which is a ridiculous film. But,
Absolutely.
oh my goodness, he's so just like sad and sweet in that.
Yeah.
sad and sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was shocked to see that.
Sure
that was
did.
just
Yeah,
insane.
look at that. It's a crying shit.
Another person that we kind of know some of his work, Paul Mooney.
Yeah, Paul
age
Mooney.
79.
Yep, rest in
Yeah,
peace, bro.
he was He wrote some of Richard Pryor's stuff.
Yeah.
He was heavily involved in the Chappelle Show as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Well, crap.
I know, huh? So, but yeah, may their memories live on forever, right?
Yeah.
Forever.
Forever. Okay, in other news, you know that actor that plays Drax, Dave Batista?
Dave Batista?
Dave
Yes.
Batista.
That's right. You know, he's thinking that this Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be his last one.
I think it's
Should be the last one. To be
The
honest.
last one.
Period. Well, but see, then there's the other, like he's also going to be in Thor, and so
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
it's a little bit like, but he wants it to be done. Like, and you want to know why?
because he doesn't like the makeup.
No, he's tired of being shirtless.
Oh, really?
Seriously?
Yeah, he's like,
Wow.
dude, the Hulk, you know, that character gets CGI abs, and I am like going in my 50s, 54, I think he said he was, and he's like, I have to work out really hard to keep up with this, and I really don't want to do that.
Doesn't want to work out as much.
No,
That's
he
weird.
doesn't.
He's like, ugh.
He's like, I'm getting
It's
too old for
exhausted.
this.
Can't do it anymore, guys.
He's
Sorry.
like, the
I
makeup
can't
helps a
stand
little,
really still anymore.
right? And he's
And
like,
Crackhead Blue joining us in Discord along
Hey,
with our
lady.
other
Yay.
Patreon member, James. Thank you guys for being here.
Yay. Thank you so much. Yes. So, yeah, he's just kind of complaining about that. He's like, these guys, they get CGIs, or look at these other, like, what's his, Star-Lord,
Chris Pratt.
like, he goes shirtless for one scene, and that's it, you know.
But he's still gotta do it. Still gotta work
He
out.
does. He still has to. Yes, exactly. But
Actually, it was Andy that just stopped drinking beer for a year.
Yeah. Just stopped drinking beer and then he got super like beefcake.
So
wow. Maybe I should have started drinking beer because I don't.
No.
No.
Don't do it, dude.
Nah.
It doesn't that's not really how it works. I mean it's part of how it works,
Right.
but it's not really how it works.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right.
It's a Parks and Rec
yeah,
joke.
it's a Parks and Rec joke. The joke is
Because
that
Chris Pratt
plays Andy.
who was a
Got it.
adorable doughy idiot.
right, and then so
And-
the season off that he worked out to become Star-Lord, they came back to Parks and Rec, and I think it was
He was just shredded.
he was like super ripped, and like they mentioned it. One of the other characters was like, "Man, you're looking good, Andy." He's like,
You
"Yeah,
look really
He's
good."
all, yeah, just stop drinking beer."
That's hilarious.
So it totally was on character for Andy to say something
yeah,
like that.
it was so
It
perfect.
was really good. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Well, anyway, there's that. So maybe, I mean, if they could figure out a way to make Drax a shirted character, which I doubt will ever happen, or CGI him, I don't know.
They're not.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It won't be the end of days.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like they don't have a bazillion other things that they're gonna do.
Exactly. That's very, very true.
They got to
And
make
I'm a
way for all the
huge-
new ones anyway. So.
I'm a huge Guardians fan because you know that Star-Lord is like my spirit animal.
Star-Lord, man.
Yeah.
Oh come on! Shouldn't have killed my mom and squished my Walkman. Yeah. So continuing on.
Continuing on, saw Indiana Jones 5 is most likely going to take place in space.
Oh no.
I
Yes.
No.
I can't. No words.
Oh
I'm stopping.
no. That's not real. That's not real.
That's fake.
It is real.
You're
I don't
lying
know.
to
Stop
me.
lying,
I'm
DJ.
not lying. I am not. I swear.
Oh,
I
man.
swear. It's
Stop it. Just stop
Can
the
you-
story
yeah.
right now.
Okay.
If you read it, it will happen.
all right. Oh, don't lie.
I'm not looking that up. I don't want to be
Uh-oh.
disappointed. In space, dude? Come on.
Maybe it's only going to be a scene, because maybe just one scene and that's it. I don't. That can't be the whole thing in space. I mean, it's
Beth is
it-
awfully
yes,
quiet.
She really is quiet. Oh dear.
She's in shock.
We should move on.
It's a new rumor.
You can't,
It's a new rumor.
You can't use a whip in space.
No,
yeah,
you can't.
hear it crack.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
there is difference. There is difference between Indiana Jones in space and claiming that the story will throw the franchise into the space race, which actually fits the timeline.
60s.
yeah.
So,
All right.
well, the last one was like the
So-
50s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
See,
there is a difference between Indiana Jones in space and Indiana Jones in the space
DJ, you
race.
got
I
us
mean-
again.
it's all in how
shit.
you.
You've done it again.
It's all in how you pronounce or say it, right?
Or if you read past the headline.
That's right. If you read past the headline.
DJ's guilty of that.
But the headline was still really cool. I mean,
You just gave me the worst indigestion I have had. And that's another thing that happened to me last week. I had food poisoning.
What?
oh
So
no!
I had the worst week ever, you guys.
Did you digest the bad guy?
I did digest the bad guy, and then I barfed him right up.
Oh,
And along with a bunch of top ramen, I do not recommend. So
oh, definitely not.
it's never fun to barf up
Dude,
noodles.
food poisoning's
No.
the worst.
It really is. So,
Especially if it comes out your nose.
ugh, Lord love a duck. So, just to let you know, DJ,
Yes.
don't just read a little past the headline when it comes to certain franchises, certain things, and things will be a lot easier on my indigestion.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We almost lost Beth, you guys.
Honestly, that little tidbit.
All I could think of was that ending scene in Leprechaun in Space where the exploded leprechaun hand is floating past the window giving everybody the bird. I was just like, no. God, no. Why would... No.
Yeah.
I have a space franchise with Harrison Ford, and I have an archaeological franchise with Harrison Ford. I do not need them to mix. Thank you so very much.
Right.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Ooh.
Penny sent that to me. I thought that was pretty funny. So
You gotta read what your wife sends you, DJ.
pretty funny. Okay, I did see this one. My wife sent it to me. But actually, it's not the news. Saw a teaser trailer for Eternals.
Yeah,
looks like
okay.
it's fun. That looks like a really fun one.
Which
So,
one's that?
Check it out.
So,
It's a new Marvel.
Is it on Netflix right now?
no.
It's the other one. Okay.
Yeah, this one's not coming out into the theaters until like June, July,
yeah.
something
Okay.
like that.
I would
Yeah.
definitely consider myself a comic book guy,
Yeah.
but looking at this, like, couldn't be less interested, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
To me, it's
'Cause you thought Indiana
superhero
Jones
stuff.
was
It
gonna
looks
be in
fun.
Oh
space.
man, that would have just
Yeah.
ruined my day.
Oh
man.
dear.
Food poisoning all over again.
But Angelina Jolie is in it. She's like one of the superheroes.
So what? What's that mean?
the speed at which you like answered that was so hysterical.
So
Well, but
I miss Joe.
it just cements how much Joe has zero shits to give for this.
yeah, it's like I'd rather see more. I don't know. It just I don't know anything about it, and I
See,
It
now,
doesn't snag your
I've looked
attention.
into it. I'm just like, we kind of already have that, I guess, but it's just I don't know. It's just more of the same with different packaging, and I guess that's what it
Okay,
always is.
so pretend that I have no idea what
I
this
don't even
is
know how to explain it
about.
to you, to be honest.
And well, you said that we
I
have the
don't know
same
how to
thing in different
explain it.
packaging.
It's
What would
another
you
super
liken
team.
it to?
They're immortals, though.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a super team.
Oh, James is on it.
Oh,
He's gonna
James
tell
will
us.
do it.
And it's like
He'll
they've
let
been here the whole time, and it's like, oh, we got to get involved now. And it's like, yo, where were you against Thanos, my man? Like, we could have used you then. Now you want to show
Right.
up? Get out of here.
Because some people could have used some help, and they worked real hard, and they beat themselves up
I
about
think
it
they
really
should have
bad.
spent more time figuring out how to integrate the X-Men into the
Marvel?
current Marvel universe rather than bring a new franchise in.
But Okay.
But
Yeah, I don't know. It looked good. I thought it looked good. If you watch the little trailer, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I was excited. And there's comedy, like, there's funny stuff. Like one of the guys didn't seem like a leader type. Says, "Oh, I'll lead the Avengers," and then everybody sitting around the table just starts laughing at him, like, "Whatever, dude."
plus, Jon Snow's in it.
Oh.
Jon Snow's in it. See?
Oh, Kit Harington.
No, his name
you're
is
gonna love it.
his name is Jon Snow now. I don't know if you knew that.
You know nothing, Sheriff.
No, that's his name now.
He changed it?
Yeah,
he changed it to Jon
well,
Snow?
everybody else changed it. He just has to accept it now.
He just is Jon Snow?
Yep.
Well, I feel like that's the way it is for a lot of people. Like, What's Her Bucket is always going to be Khaleesi.
What's her bucket?
Yeah, my brain stopped working real quick.
I like that.
I know her real name.
Khaleesi.
Amelia Clark.
There it is.
There.
And, like, everybody. It's like Jon Snow, Arya, Sansa. Like, I look at Dark Phoenix, and I don't see Sophie Jonas.
Sophie Jonas.
Because she went and married a Jonas.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I see Sansa. You didn't know that, did you?
No, had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Wowzers.
You're...
Hey, they're coming to Vegas, I think, the Jonas Brothers.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Yep. Kinda. I guess. I don't know. I'm not even going to go to the Strip for that. I don't go to the Strip.
Well, that's because you live there.
Yeah, that is because I live here. Crazy.
What else you got?
That's all the news I have. Do you guys have any news?
No news.
No, I had a lot of other stuff this week.
Yeah, other stuff. Yeah, got it. Okay. No news. All right. Well, hey, y'all, if you have news, you could always send it to us. 512-podcast is our phone number. You could call or send a text. Boy, it sounded like I whistled when I said that.
You kind of did.
Like like the beaver and Lady and the Tramp.
Yes. Exactly. Well, now my tongue is too dry because I was talking about it. Anyway, 512-podcast, the number that you might want to dial if you don't do the podcast part is 512-763-2278. We have a website, tfwmovies.com. We have an email address, shoutout@tfwmovies.com. If you send us something there, that'd be cool because most of the time I get junk mail. What else? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are at TFW Movies. You'll find us there. Patreon is another fun little thing that we have if you want to support the show. Patreon.com/TFW Movies. You get some fancy perks like being in the Marco Polo chat or even our chitty chat right here while we're performing live to everybody. Woohoo! Podcasting. That's right. You get to hear all the crazy stuff we don't edit out, and all the crazy stuff we do edit out. So yeah, you get to hear it all.
Just
even
what you wanted.
yeah. You even get to hear stuff like the opening of the show before we even open the show. Some people get to hear me say it more than once.
Yeah. Last week you said it like 3 times.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Wait, what
So
happened?
there you go.
You added the recording a bunch of times?
No, if you listen live, you can hear him
Oh, right.
mess up the
That's
intro.
right. Yeah, we had to restart a few times last week.
Yeah. It happens. So, but, I do try to put some bloopers or some fun things up at the end of the show. So, when Beth is done telling everybody to be nice to each other, then you might hear something different. Anyhow. All right. Well, let's get into... Oh, I don't have Blue's list unless she sent it to me and I didn't look at it yet, which is a very big possibility. So I'm looking now and I don't see a
Meg
list.
Ryan.
A list from okay. So I bet she's going to type it in the chitty chat, but in the meantime...
Just getting ready to send it.
Okay, very cool. So this person was born in, well, you already know, anyhow, 1961 to an English teacher and a math teacher.
Maths.
Well,
Ooh.
opposites attract, right?
Maths teacher.
Well, someone had to do the taxes.
The math teacher.
Maths.
Okay.
Plural.
Oh, got it. Maths
We're saying that
teacher.
now.
There you go.
Got it. Okay.
The maths.
Well, there's a lot of maths to it, right? So she was working on a journalism degree at New York University and thought, I better get a job to pay for it. So she thought, acting, that'll let me pay the bills.
Amityville Dollhouse.
Yeah, and like that was really going to work off for her, right? It didn't pay off
Never
at all.
know.
No. But anyway, so that's what happened. She started acting under the name Meg Ryan, which is short for Margaret Mary Emily Hyra.
Oh,
That's
it's
her
short
actual-
for that?
Yeah.
Or she just chose that as her screen name.
That she just chose that as a
There
screen
it is.
name. While she was in the other school, she's like, well, I gotta have a different name. I mean, I guess Meg is short for Margaret, right?
Meg is short for Margaret.
Yeah.
Is it?
And then
It is.
I thought Marge.
and then Marge.
Well, like even in Little Women,
Huh?
Yeah.
Meg.
Meg. It's a Meg.
She's-
And
it's a
then
Meg character.
she picked Ryan because it's her grandmother's maiden name.
It's a good last name.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
good first name. But if you know someone who's named Ryan, you can't trust him because he's got two first names.
Well, that's what they say about me.
Yeah. Oh my.
Joe Ray. Oh, it's true.
Oh my goodness. And how
But you're
did
a
you become the
sheriff.
sheriff? Are you really a sheriff then?
I mean, what does your heart tell you?
So, Blue just sent her list, which
Oh,
includes the
cool.
film Inner Space, and that's it. Really?
Inner space, and that's it.
She says she very much doubts that she's seen any of her movies. Like, she's seen 5 minutes of You've Got Mail, and that's it. You've
Oh,
never
my
seen
goodness.
Sleepless in Seattle? It's like the movie.
Wow. Yeah.
No?
That's not in her
Whoa.
wheelhouse of movies to watch.
Wow. Top Gun? You haven't watched Top Gun, or you just don't like it
She-
because it's
that's-
like one of those.
Top
types
Gun's
of
not a Meg
things.
Ryan movie.
Oh dear.
Joe, you have S. You got to do Sleepless in Seattle.
there you go.
No, I don't have to.
I don't have to.
I was expecting it. Do I?
I don't have to, do I?
I mean,
Is that in order?
it is.
Well, shit.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Calling you out, Blue. If you can watch crappy Hallmark Christmas movies, you can watch Sleepless in Seattle. Put that shit in your eyes directly.
I mean, do we have-
It doesn't even have to be.
Do we
Yes.
have to, though?
Yes.
Sleepless
Yes.
in, the shit in Seattle isn't so bad.
It's not, and it's not even really a Christmas movie. There just happens to be Christmas in it.
That happens.
But that's a
It
Christmas
starts at
movie if you ask
Christmas.
one person around here.
It's all. It like goes through a year, I think. So there's also like Valentine's Day, and
okay.
it's all the.
It's like the holiday movies.
It's not even. It's a. Just put it. Just watch it. God,
it's good.
why are you?
It is
Why
good.
are you
actually.
fighting me on this?
Well,
on
eventually
your
we'll get to
side.
you an S. Like I'm on your side.
Stop shouting, Beth. Calm down.
So Blue says inner space.
That's fired
Yeah.
up.
All right.
It's like everybody has seen Sleepless. It's like saying you haven't
Yeah.
seen The Princess Bride.
I have not seen Sleepless in Seattle. There.
I know.
I said it.
That's why I'm saying, watch it.
Okay,
It's a good
dokie.
mo- Yeah, I'm sure.
So, my mom, she actually chimed in.
Oh.
She said inner space, and that has to be number one. Inner space. Because she was trying to remember. She's like, I remember Top Gun, but then there was this one with Martin Short, and I remember that one being amazing. So, yeah, inner space. And then she said Top Gun. She loved Top Gun. So that was hers. That's her list.
Good list.
All right, everybody. let's get ready to read something fun. James sent in his list. So here it is, which is really good, by the way. Tonight's star, Meg Ryan, an actor who truly encapsulates the girl next door vibe. And I mean that with the most respect and kindness. As for her films, there are a lot. To start, though not my favorite, because, well, I was too young at the time to really appreciate, is, of course, When Harry Met Sally. I mean, her restaurant scene has to be in top 10 most quoted.
Yeah, it's true.
That is true. Top Gun.
I haven't seen that either.
Top
yeah,
Gun?
but you've heard the joke.
Oh, When Harry
Nope,
Met
I don't know
Sally.
the joke.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, later. Top Gun, he says, my dad's favorite movie, so seen it every time it would come on. The quirky and sympathetic wife. Inner Space, classic. DOA, Beth reminded me in Marco Polo with that one. Joe versus the Volcano, one of Tom Hanks' last dumb comedies, good 80s rom-com. Then there was the series of romance where she had the cast, if you wanted it. Oh wait, she had to be cast if you wanted it to do well. So Sleepless in Seattle, French Kiss, When a Man Loves a Woman, You've Got Mail. I think were some of the others, but I don't recall. Or there were others, but I don't recall.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
That's the joke, Joe. Keep going.
Discord. Okay. Where was I? City of Angels. Then she went drama with Courage Under Fire. Holding Her Own with Denzel Washington. She's been in a lot of other ones as well, but offhand, that's all I have. So, as always, to Joe, Beth, and DJ, have a wonderful night and show. And thank you for everything. Have fun tonight. Ta-da. Thank you.
Thanks, James. Sorry, I was drinking water.
I was like, am I by myself?
No,
What's
I had
going on here?
a mouthful of water I was trying to swallow.
Just like the waitress, right? Coming up to you while you have a mouthful
Every
of food
time.
and say, how is
Every
it?
time.
Yep.
Is there a rule that they have to do it that way?
Yeah, and they always come up behind you and you're like, bah!
Exactly.
How's everything
Yep.
tasting?
Because they don't
Tastes
want to
like
hear you
food.
complain about it, right?
There it is.
So TikTok, T for DeLittleman, DeTillerman. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I messed up your username. Anyway, says Sleepless in Seattle. There you go. And then on Instagram, Courtney RVT09
My girl, Courtney!
says, my number one favorite is Sleepless in Seattle. Then it's When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail. Ta-da!
Good job.
Can you imagine what would You've Got Mail be if it was done now? Like, what would they call it and how would that work?
You've
Because,
got mail.
well, is it mail still?
Well,
It was
yeah, because
referencing
it started.
email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a remake of like 6 different other. It's like it was The Shop Around the Corner. It was In the
Yes.
Good Old Summertime. It was a bunch of different movies before then, and they updated it to get You Got Mail because of the AOL. You've
Yeah.
got mail.
Yes.
It was like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yep.
I think it would still.
I
be
agree.
You Got Mail.
You've got a Marco Polo. Oh no, that doesn't work because that's not anonymous, right? This one, You Got
Right,
Mail was
it's-
more anonymous, right?
Well, yeah, they started out as pen pals they'd never met.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, got it. All right, well that's the end of the list. Ta-da!
Good lists.
Time for the cast list. That was a good list. This was good. I may have overdone this one a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit. City of Angels is on my list. There we go. Number 1 on my list. Inner Space is also on my list. The Doors. Yeah, that was good. Joe versus the Volcano.
Yeah.
Top Gun. And okay, this one's TV, but she was in a lot of episodes of Charles in Charge, and I used to watch that all the time. Then we've got When Harry Met Sally, You've Got Mail, and IQ.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my list.
Oh, that's a good list.
Thank you. What's your list?
I mean, it's a lot of the same. Inner Space, Joe versus the Volcano, which I think is a vastly underrated movie, and I don't necessarily think it counts as one of his like goofy comedies, like your Money Pit, like your Bosom Buddies type of stuff.
Oh,
I think it's a little. I like it's silly. There are funny parts in it, but I don't necessarily think it fits into that genre. Sleepless in Seattle, French Kiss is fantastic. Kevin Kline and Meg Ryan are hilarious together. Addicted to Love, another one I think not a lot of people have seen. Her and Matthew Broderick are hysterical together. And then I really like Kate and Leopold, where you see they're a bunch of chick movies, but whatever.
I mean,
I'm a chick. I like to
don't
watch
have to label
movies
it like that anymore. I think that gender like gender labeling should
gender bias.
Gender bias,
but it doesn't matter. I still like those squishy movies.
Yes,
as much as I like, watching dinosaurs eat people or stuff get blown up.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
Blow up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs and explosions. Now you're talking, Beth.
That's right. But also I like squishy funny stuff too.
Hey,
it's okay. You can like everything,
yeah,
guys.
You can.
Yeah, well, technically it's squishy when a dinosaur's got you in between its mouth, right, or in its jaws.
Yeah,
Although I will say, don't just stop.
Sorry. Okay.
What's your list, Joe?
Mine's very simple. I'm gonna go with Joe versus the Volcano. I do remember liking that film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Inner Space because I recently just saw it when you had us watch it.
And you laughed twice.
And I did laugh a couple times, so that one gets put on.
Nice.
And then an honorable mention, Top Gun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just 2 times.
No, I definitely laughed more than that. There was some funny, funny stuff in there.
There is funny stuff in there.
Good list, guys.
Yeah, excellent. Woo! Thank you for that. I liked this Meg Ryan one. This was good. All right, let's move on to stuff we're putting in our eyes.
Okay.
And we'll start off with Alphabet Movie Soup like we do. And Joe, what did you pick for us?
I picked, Jackie Brown. And I had never seen it, so I got to.
How'd you like it?
I liked it a lot. I mean, I like Tarantino's films. And this one was good. I had some actual verbal reactions to some of the things that were happening, and there was one where I was like, I hope this doesn't happen, and Crackhead Blue looks over at me with this kind of like, and I go, oh no, don't say it. She's like, well, you know what kind of movie you're watching, and I go, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I liked it.
I think I know what you were talking about.
Oh, you think so?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
I think. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, it was maybe not. It was more of a I hope this character survives this. Is what I was.
That was exactly what I thought.
Okay, do you know what character I was talking about?
What
would you guess? What would you guess?
So I would say, well, I don't want to. Well, it's
it's an old movie. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah,
it's an old ass movie. I would think
it
was Bridget Fonda. She was kind of.
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, was it Robert De Niro?
No, but he was hilarious.
No.
He was hilarious.
I was hoping Max would make it through. Max Cherry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, man, I hope nothing happens to him.
I know, he was the nicest guy in the whole thing.
Yeah, Robert De Niro's faces are just so good. It's so good.
My mom was just like, he's just Just what is going on in his head? It's just
So-
watching him going, what is he doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so great. Yeah.
So
That
what'd you
was
think,
good.
Deej?
I loved it. I thought it was great too. I mean, there was a lot of cussing.
What?
There
In
was
a
lot of
Quentin
cussing.
Tarantino
No,
movie?
I know.
No way.
And they said the N-word like 38 times.
In the first 10 minutes?
Did you count?
No, I looked it up.
Oh.
I was like, what the heck? How many times did they say this? And it was within the first like 10 minutes or something like that. So I was like, after I looked it up, it's like, how many more times am I going to have to hear this? And it said, I'm like, oh, okay, well, never mind. We'll
A
just
lot.
keep watching. Yeah, a lot.
It is a... Yeah.
Quarantino.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Swearantino.
Swearantino. Yeah, man. Swear
Yeah,
worlds.
exactly. So I loved the dolly shot when Beaumont ended up in the trunk.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that part. So I didn't know it was gonna happen. And after he got in the trunk, and Odell got in the car, and his face, I looked over at Crackhead Blue and go, they're not going to Chinatown, are they?
No. Just putting on the gloves, you were just.
Oh, his face said it all.
It's gonna happen.
His face said it all.
Well,
That's
choices
true.
were made.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I definitely was like, oh, they're not going to Chinatown, are they?
No.
And then the rhyme that was hilarious. Beaumont brains out. It rhymes.
Yeah, it was a
crazy.
reach.
I don't know.
It was funny though.
It was good stuff. Here's my beeper number.
Yes. Oh my God, the answering machine
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
You
so
have
I was
one message.
dying. So
Crackhead
not
Blue
only
left.
is it like completely dead tech answering machine, he's like, this is my home phone number. This is my work number. I don't know if you still have your card or the card I gave you the first day
Here's
we
my
met.
beeper number.
Also, here's my beeper number.
Yeah.
And everything you had to go through to leave a message on the beeper.
Yes.
Then press pound. Then put 67. Then I was just like, oh my God. Newer generations will never know the pain
Never.
of like the
Ever,
beeper
ever.
and like dial-up internet.
Yeah, he did. Crackhead Blue.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Oh my.
Oh
goodness.
my God. Oh, as soon as he saw her silhouette,
Yeah,
he was just like,
okay.
I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That Okay. When do you think this was set, this film?
The Mercedes that he was driving was an 80s Mercedes. So,
Okay.
and he had the flashy newest car, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was driving an early 80s Civic, so I'm going to say 80s.
Okay. Because there were
the
things
thing is-
about it that led me to feel like it was weird.
like they
I
still
was
have
having
flip
problems.
phones.
Like, yeah, well, they did have flip phones. And
Okay,
they
so
had
it could have been
pagers and everything,
early
but-
90s then.
Yeah.
Like real early, like 90. Because the car he was
Yeah.
driving was a late 80s Mercedes.
Yeah. I think
that
it was
rhymes, guys.
Late 80s Mercedes.
80s Mercedes.
right. I think
And then,
it was
oh my God,
closer-
when he gives him the keys to like go sit in the car,
Yes.
like,
all them
all
keys.
of the things.
Yes.
Don't mess with my levels.
Yes, that was
Got 'em
awesome.
where I like them.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna chime in. I think that was closer to the '97, that like the current time there because it was,
But then he went and bought a tape still.
Yeah, tapes were kind of
Well-
phasing themselves out. They were around in the early 90s still. I'm going to guess early
Yeah.
90s.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
Pages
just
has been around
remember-
since the late 80s or longer.
Well, I know that they were
Yeah.
around in the 80s or in the early 90s because I was still listening to them.
Yeah.
And recording them, like recording my favorite songs off the radio
Yep.
onto a tape in
Yeah.
the early 90s and the mid 90s. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But they
You
all
can
like
still-
their
what? You-
nostalgia too.
Blue says she can buy cassettes.
You can buy cassettes
Where do you
now.
buy cassettes?
You can buy cassettes now. So.
Where?
You
They're hard to
can.
find, but you can get them.
Probably like swap meets or whatever. you
Some
could
no
still
no
buy 'em.
some artists will purposely still put cassettes out.
Oh, rock on.
Huh.
Like they do vinyl, right?
Yeah, a lot of artists still do vinyl, but cassettes are more of a rarity. But like, a lot of artists will still occasionally put some cassettes together.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's good.
I love
Thanks.
I love how Tarantino breaks up his movies with the chapter things that says what's happening, and just like one of the hilarious was like the money exchange for real this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that to me that's like speaking to the audience, I think.
Oh, it's the fourth wall break for you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Title cards equal fourth wall break. Good to know. I'll make notes.
Yeah. There's a lot to this film that's just
Yeah.
there's a lot. It's just hard
Quentin
to
Tarantino very rarely makes a movie that's just
Cut and dry.
yeah.
Right.
Like you
Right.
watch it and you're like, well, that was fun
Well-
or whatever, and then you're done with it. You're thinking about it later.
Yeah, I was thinking about how absolutely simple this whole concept of doing a money exchange. That one simple little thing, and how complicated they made it look.
Well,
She
was playing chess on levels that
She was playing Star Trek chess at that point.
yeah.
Oh my
she was
goodness.
absolutely playing everyone against everyone. She was a genius.
Yeah.
And always very calm, cool, and collected all the time, on top of her shit. When she comes out of the dressing room and she was all like looking around, and I'm just like, what is she freaking
I was
out?
getting-
I
Yeah.
was thinking that
This
too.
This is super
character.
suspect. What are you doing? You're not looking cool at all. And then it was like, oh, she wanted to look. I get it.
In case she was spotted.
Yeah. I even wrote it down as like, this is weird. Why is she nervous? This doesn't make any sense. And then it was clear right after that.
I told
That was just...
Crackhead Bloom, like, I'm getting anxiety from this scene, and she's like,
Right?
that's the point.
Yep. Yeah. It worked. It was good. Oh, and Michael Keaton's performance.
Great.
Standing in the chair and then kneeling down, and just his whole
He's the best.
everything.
He's the best.
Just
Yeah, you gotta love Michael Keaton.
I was really impressed by that.
He's a boss.
Yeah. So, yeah. Those are all my notes I had on that. Oh, yeah, also the outside when they're arguing, that scene at the beach house.
Oh, when they're arguing outside the door.
Yeah, I was like, that is so nobody does that. That's just insane. Like, the microphone, you could tell, is on the inside and they're arguing on the outside, and my biggest thing is, I want to know, was the background on the beach, was that like, did they know they were being filmed? Or was it just guerrilla style kind of a thing? Like, I want to know that. So,
Well,
the behind the scenes stuff.
you might be able to look that up.
Maybe. I mean,
Unless that was a subtle hint for me to look it up.
no, I mean it actually is not. Knowing the film industry, it's planned. It was planned, and it was no. They wouldn't have somebody in the scene that doesn't belong.
Fun
if that makes
fact:
sense.
the mall that they walk out of, De Niro and her, that frontage that you see of the mall is the same mall you see in Bad Santa.
Oh,
So that same mall
Wow.
exists in Los Angeles and Phoenix, apparently.
huh.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I know it's
Yeah,
not-
I almost thought that it was being filmed. Some of it was filmed in San Diego. Because
I thought that a couple times, but I'm like,
Did you?
this is
Okay,
all
good.
LA. It's LA.
Yeah, once he mentioned Compton, I was like, oh yeah, never mind, because like there's all kinds of stuff in that area, not just Compton but L.A. that looks like that.
Yeah.
So, but it also looks like Chula Vista.
I do believe that the opening shot was LAX when she was walking through.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that really long conveyor belt that they were.
Well,
trying
that
to
and then
film
when
on,
she
that-
started walking past the terminals and stuff, I'm pretty sure that.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever been to LAX, at least on the outside. I've gone.
Flights go through there.
Yeah, I've had a plane. Yeah.
Yep. You have a plane?
Round trip.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
lucky.
Where do you park it? In John Travolta's driveway?
Yes, exactly. You know, for the next Quentin Tarantino film. Good grief.
Tenton Quarantino.
Yes, Trenton Quarantino. For his oovies.
Gotcha. I can't find anything about that. I'm sure it was all, like, on the up and up with the film people.
Yeah.
With the film folks.
With the film folks.
With the filmerin.
But yeah, I really liked it. I'd give it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll give it a strong 8.
I'll also
Strong
give it
8.
an 8.
Nice. A strong 8.
Good choice, Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent choice. I'll try and figure out something for K.
Good, because that's the next letter and it's yours.
K-Pack.
Yay! K. Got it.
Oh, K-Pax.
Beth, what else have you been putting in your eyeballs?
So I was sick, so I was in and out of a lot of stuff, but I did watch The Nevers on HBO, which was very interesting, and I would recommend it. I don't want to spoil anything because it's the first 6 episodes of the season have been released, and now they're in pre-production on the second half, and I'm like,
Wow.
damn it! So, gonna be waiting for a bit on that, but it was very interesting. It's seemingly set in Victorian London, and there, like, what appeared to be a alien spaceship rolled through, and little sparkly things flew down, and then there were people who are now called the Touched, and they have magical powers for seemingly, like, some things are really cool, like there's a pyromancer, and some things are like, what? There's a girl who just switches between language while she's speaking, so nobody can understand what she's saying. It's a really interesting premise, and I found it very engaging and interesting, and then once we got to the end of the first half of the season, I was just like, I would like a lot more of this, please do the thing. So I'm waiting for that. We watched The Irregulars on Netflix, which is kind of Sherlock Holmes adjacent, like he and Watson are in it, but it's more supernatural based with this group of teenagers, like teenage street rats, and it's interesting. I didn't like it as much as I liked The Nevers. I watched Shadow and Bone on Netflix, which I thought was very interesting, and I feel like if they approve a second season for that, I will watch that. We watched Baketopia on HBO Max because I've heard my friend's dad was in it. It's a baking competition show.
Nice. Oh.
So I saw my friend's dad bake in a HBO baking show.
How'd he do?
Cool.
He won!
Right.
So,
Nice.
yeah, it's
Awesome.
So good for him. Frank
Yeah.
Vilt's Cakes, Cameron Park, California.
Huh.
I can't think of anything else I watched other than Taskmaster.
Alex Horn!
It's little Alex Horn!
Oh, man.
So, yes. What did you guys watch this week?
I watched the latest episodes of Bad Batch and Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Cracker Blue and I.
I didn't get to watch them this week because I was sharing my TV because we were both dying.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's terrible.
It was awful.
Sorry,
go ahead.
What else did we watch? I think that's it.
Well, then.
Crackhead Blue maybe could... Nah, I don't think we watched anything else, really. So, yeah, not much.
Huh.
Just that.
Okay. I mean,
Alrighty.
it's probably a little... I mean, that's okay. That happens.
James says Quentin Tarantino is known for breaking film rules and trying to get, quote, authentic. So there's a possibility it was filmed guerrilla style.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, it could be. Well, Penny and I finished the season 1 of Blind Spot. This was good. Like, season 1 was really good. It was, I don't know if I said the premise, but it's, gal ends up with amnesia and, tattoos all over her body.
Yeah.
Which was supposedly not not consensual, and each of these tattoos is linked to a government conspiracy of sorts that the FBI is trying to sort out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, that's the premise of the film, and it's really kind of cool. Like, there's some stuff that happens that I was like, oh, this is really bad, and then other stuff that was like, oh, that's cool, and like really getting into the characters. And one of the main characters, this guy, he has this like tough man kind of a thing, but he finally like breaks down and isn't so tough anymore. And it was really nice to see the softer side of this guy. So,
Softer side of Sears.
Yeah. So the season finale made me want to keep watching. And then of course there was the drama part of the season finale where I was like, y'all don't make any sense. This is the same person that was there like seconds ago. But then there were some bombs dropped, and like not like actual bombs, but like surprises and stuff, and so it made me want to see it again. And so we started season 2.
Did a dinosaur eat someone? I always find that very surprising.
Not this time. Not this time.
Except in Jurassic Park, less surprising there.
Yeah.
He left us.
He left us! But that's not what I'm gonna do. Seriously, I will keep going.
Yes, so good. Yeah. So that was a really good one. Also watched Unknown with Liam Neeson. That's a wonderful one where Liam Neeson is on holiday, but he's not really. He's gonna go to this conference or what have you. He leaves his bag at the airport and has to go back and get it. And on his way there, there's a car accident and he loses his memory.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And then finally starts recovering, realizes, oh, he's been out cold in a coma for 4 days. He needs to go back to his wife.
Man, I hate it when that happens.
But hey, it gets better. Once he gets there, he finds out that his wife doesn't recognize him, and there's another guy that has his name and has his life.
Well, that sucks.
And yeah, he's like, wait a minute. So maybe this concussion made it worse for me. And then it turns out there's kind of this big conspiracy that, of course, Liam Neeson never was involved with.
Well, they want his set of skills.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
They do.
A very specific set of
Oh,
skills.
sorry.
So, but overall, really good. It was really good. Apparently, I had amnesia because I didn't realize I had seen it until the very end scene, and I was like, "Oh, wait, I've seen this."
So, Crackhead Blue offers that our nephew was here this weekend as well, and they watched the original Mighty Ducks movie, and then E.T.
Yay!
Elliot. Be good.
Ouch.
I always feel so bad when he's like in the creek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's just laying there all like naked and dead.
And like white, dehydrated, dried
Yeah,
out,
just
and gross. Yeah.
gnarly, unhappy E.T. I just feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Great films.
Poor Ed.
Good choices.
Also, how did that happen? Did he fall out of the basket? Because it goes from like na 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 in front of the moon, and you're like, they got away, everything's great, and then just the next scene you see him, he's like,
Wait, why is he dying?
there's like raccoons eating his eyes and shit, and you're just like, whoa!
Oh boy.
It was happy a second ago. John Williams told me to be happy, and now what's going on?
Yikes.
Aha! The scene with Elliot and the classmate girl. From The Quiet Man, which I made you guys watch.
Yes.
He was into the class. Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
What does it say?
She says that Josiah was so into the kiss scene between Elliot and the classmate girl. Kept asking questions about the movie scene E.T. was watching and why Elliot did it too.
Aw.
Because they were connected.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Continue. Proceed, DJ. Proceed.
Next.
Okay, you got it. Okay, we watched Army of the Dead.
Oh.
Well, it looked funny, and for the most part, it was actually quite funny. There were a lot of funny scenes in there. The premise is these guys are hired to go steal some money, and it just so happens the money is in a quarantine zone, and the quarantine zone is Las Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah. All the zombies are contained in Las Vegas. And so, in the middle of a casino, Bally's of all casinos.
Perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
Let it burn. I mean, what? What happened?
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, he's there. So, this Dave Batista heads this group of people to go into...
And he was wearing a shirt.
He was wearing a shirt. Absolutely. I'm sure because that's what he wanted to do.
It's like, okay, I'll do this zombie movie, but
I get to wear a shirt, guys. Come on.
Yep, exactly.
Let me wear a shirt.
Be cool, guys. Be cool.
So he was not shirtless. I don't think at all in this one. So they go to this place, and there's this heartwarming stuff too because he's reconnecting with his daughter. Which is really kind of nice. She witnessed him stabbing his wife or her mom in the head when she was a zombie.
As a zombie. Okay, good. That's important to clarify.
Yeah, and so basically saved the daughter's life from mom who was trying to eat her.
Man, that's rough.
It is. It's pretty rough. And so he felt guilt about it, and she didn't. She wasn't sure what was going on, but he felt guilt and stopped hanging out, and they were estranged, right? So now they're trying to get back together, and it just so happens it's getting back together at this place where there's a bunch of people dead people trying to kill them. But this was an interesting zombie movie because the zombies could run and be really fast and really
those
scary.
happen sometimes, those speedy zombies.
They could think for themselves, and no, I won't say any more because there was something that was like really weird, and it would be a spoiler.
Good
but I'm not
job!
Look
I
at
am
you.
so proud.
Look at you.
Yay!
Give yourself
Our
a pat on
baby's
the
grown
back.
up, Joe.
Pat on the back. There we go.
that.
But I
Stop
thought it was really
himself.
good.
No monkey noises necessary.
None, not at
We
all.
need to celebrate that moment.
We shall. I thought that the funny part of it started out funny, then there was not really any funny for a little while. With an ounce of funny dropped every once in a while, but hardly anything. And then there's the end where there was no lots of funny either. And I thought to myself, boy, they say this is a comedy, but boy, it's not funny. But then it becomes so overall though it was pretty good, and if you have a twisted sense of humor, I suppose it's even funnier. There were a few parts where I didn't even look. I was like, nope, I see what's coming and I'm not going to look at it.
Well,
but Army of the
that's
Dead.
a thing that happens.
Yeah. And this is who was the director of this one?
Hold on.
No, you would know. It's the same guy that did Justice League.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, that's it. Zack Snyder. And people were complaining about this before they even got to see it. And I was like, what? What are they complaining about? So it turns out it's a 2.5 hour film.
I saw that because it just dropped on Netflix this week, and anytime you turn on Netflix, it's one of the first big marquee things that pops up and starts playing randomly, and I'm like, I was watching something else.
But
But I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch it. I could watch a zombie movie, and I looked at it, and I'm like, 2.5 hours? No way I'm going to stay awake through that. So I didn't do it. I was like, the day I was looking for something to watch, I'm like, no, I'm going to be sleeping in 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not going to start a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah. But it was just, there was, I don't know, the same people that were like going, yay, I loved the 4.5 hour
Justice League movie.
Justice League movie, and they're like, whoa, 2.5 hours of zombie. It was good. It was really good enough to watch it. 2.5 hours. I thought it was good enough.
If you don't want to sit and watch a 2.5 hour movie, don't
right,
knock people who do want to watch it. Just don't watch it.
That's what I'm saying too.
Calm your tits, bro.
There, it's funny. I saw James mention the focus aspect of it, of the camera work and stuff. I thought that was a little weird. There were a few times when the stuff went out of focus, and I thought, okay, they're covering up CGI stuff maybe, because it looked like it was done purposefully, but for no reason. If that makes any sense, like they're doing this, but why?
One thing I saw said that it was happening pretty much right before the person who was about to speak would speak, so it would focus them and then blur everybody else.
Yeah,
and
they did that too.
The one person that I saw the little review on it said that it didn't take them out of the movie, but it was, you knew who was about to start talking.
Yeah, you definitely knew. Yeah. And I don't know what the purpose was for that other than to focus on who's speaking. I mean, I guess we need that extra warning. Look who's talking next. Look who's talking next.
Maybe just the director liked to do it.
Maybe. I guess it could be that.
Zach just likes doing his own thing, which is clearly evident if you've ever seen Man of Steel. Moving on.
Moving on. Exactly. All right. Well, that's all I've been watching. Next week, or this week, opening in theaters, A Quiet Place 2. And then 45 days later, it's going to be on Paramount Plus.
Not to be confused with 28 Days Later, guys. It's not another movie.
Not another movie.
Or even just 28 days, which, we don't want to get into that.
Right. Yeah. Yes. So there you go. Next week, who do we want to talk about?
Oh,
next week, what list do we want to create?
I'm sure we've done Michael Keaton, right?
Yes,
We've done Sam
Keaton.
Jackson.
We have done.
Pretty sure we have, yeah.
I'm sure we've done Tarantino movies even.
We have.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
I don't know, man.
Tough call. Huh?
Yeah, it is a tough one. It's a tough
Well,
we could do Bridget Fonda. We could do De Niro. We could do.
I don't know that we've done
Pam
De Niro,
Grier.
have we?
Ooh,
Robert Forster.
Is that Max?
That's Max. Yes.
Okay.
I love Mac.
Excellent. Let's do Max.
Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Sorry,
Hey.
Robert Forster.
Robert Forster. Nailed it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well, got it.
Robert Forster.
All right.
Okay. So if you have a Robert Forster film that you like, you want to talk about, 512 podcast, or shout out at tfwmovies.com, or at tfwmovies on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Just let us know, and we will put it on the show.
Do it.
Yeah. Plug something. Let's see. Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor. Checho, as you know, it does our wonderful artwork, and he can also put that artwork on your skin and do it really well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think he's quite open yet, but I'm not gonna do. Here's a little teaser, just so you know. Some actors from a TV show are going to be at his parlor on June 19th. Dun, dun, dun. To sign some autographs.
I wonder what show.
I wonder what show. But anyway, on June 19th, that's where they will be. But I will have more info a little bit later when I have the info handed to me.
Okay.
All right.
When he is more aware of the situation, he will give
Exactly.
you situational awareness.
I mean, if you check our Instagram, I put that on our Instagram, not wall, but on our... I don't know what you call that thing, the little roundy thing at the top of Instagram. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Storyline, right?
There you go.
I put it on our story
Beth
on
was
our.
beside herself there. What?
Yeah.
Well, I was laughing at the Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
Allow
you go.
myself to deduce
Myself.
and then I was jettisoned right into the newsroom where he says, "I'm sorry, I was trapped by my own sentence structure."
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness.
So, The Nerda-in-Law is a book that I wrote, and it's on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited. So check it out if you want to learn a little bit more about being involved with a family that has a lot of deaf people in it. So that'll be fun. It's fun. 29 Toes Podcast. They are planning something.
Good.
It's in, but I won't say much more about it.
Okay.
So
It's in the planning stages.
yes, yeah. So there we go. Joey Flair, her new album, and let me tell you, I've heard something from her, and it's really good. So anyway, her new album called Sauce Drawer. There we go. Is out, and I forget the name of the place you could find it. Oh, anywhere that has music.
Wow.
I know, right? And what was the other? What was the website? I wish I wrote it down. Why didn't I write it down? Oh, well.
I'm not 100% sure.
That's okay. That's all right. I'll have it for you next time. I do believe it's on our website. Anyway, what about you, Joe? What have you got?
What
to
about
plug?
Bob?
My Twitch channel, like always. You can find me at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. We do Tuesday through Thursday generally, every other Sunday if we fit it in the schedule. Lately we've been playing Valheim on Tuesdays. I'm
Nice.
still doing the game that started it all for my Twitch channel called Mech Warrior online on Wednesdays. And on Thursday we did some music streams, which was pretty fun, where I ripped the bass and play some songs, and so that might come back, and it's fun, good time. So if you've got nothing to do and you want to just nerd out on some video games or whatever, come by, hang out.
Check it out.
Glorious. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it all the way through the Joe.
The what? Huh?
Sheriff Joe didn't arrest any of us.
Woo! We've made it through the Joe. You've made it through the show all the way till the end where we thank people. So get ready for that, because here it comes! Oh my goodness gracious. We will start by thanking the Patreon patrons, as we generally do. Lucas, Abby, Tyler, Teacher Jam Strauss, Sean Blue, although we thank her later, Wendy, James. We want to thank Big Checho, because he's a very talented art man who does our beautiful artwork for us. Thanks, Big C. We'd like to thank the cast. That's DJ McGee over there. That's Joe Ray over there. I'm here, sitting here. My name is Beth. We'd like to thank the beautiful ladies behind the scenes who keep us from going absolutely batshit bananarama every week. So that would be the lovely Blue, the fantastic Dorothy, who's my mom, and also Penny, who is a glorious individual as well. So, yeah, we thank all of them, but most of all, we would like to thank you, the listener, because if you weren't listening, we would be lonely. So thank you very much for listening to Thanks for Watching. Make sure you wash your hands and wear a mask and, sneeze into your elbow. Also take your allergy medication because the pollen is bad this year. But most of all, be excellent to each other. Ooh.
Grab your Marco Polo.
Online City Hall.